Hello.
Hello.
I'd just like to say to all of our new people out there and our existing viewers that Samara said I look like a grandma, and that's made me really sad. So I'm just going to call her out in public straight away because I'm wearing glasses.
There's no
That's
proof.
glasses coming from a glass wearer. I just want to be able to see the comments. In the past, I've not been able to see the comments. But anyway, hi everyone. Welcome to our new channel, the Women's Football Review. I'm Maria. That's Samara. Oh, are you in that direction? I'm not sure. But she's somewhere.
That was rude.
There. That's Samara. Samara, say hi.
Hello. Rich is in the background eating his eye slowly.
Yeah, we've got Rich doing all the special production stuff while we chat away.
Yay! Really?
Yeah. Samara, how have you been? How has the summer been? How has the off-season period been?
It's been good. I feel ready. Oh my god, that's rude. Oh, everyone hates me.
No, they don't.
I've been hate commented already, and we've been on 2 minutes.
They just said you're savage. That's actually quite a cool comment. Being savage is pretty cool.
It is.
Thank you, Mr. Double EJ.
So
the summer, Samara, go. Tell us about the summer, because we had quite a fun footballing summer.
Yes, I went to the opening of the Euros, which was actually probably the worst game out of them all. But it was good. It was good. And then I've watched the Euros, and I've actually rested a little bit.
Yay! Samara's always so busy, so we're privileged that we've got her on. I'm so glad you're back.
I'm back, and I'm ready, and I'm sad actually because I will talk about it more later. But I watched Man City women last night. They were absolutely atrocious. But we'll talk about that later. How's your summer been? Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Or evening.
It's been brilliant. A fantastic summer of football, thanks to the Women's Euros. Managed to get along to, oh my goodness, sorry, I've just realised my pen leaked all over my brand new white duvet cover. Outrageous. Sorry. Absolutely fantastic. I managed to get to a couple of the Women's Euros games and was very lucky to get to the women's final. So that was brilliant to see England win and run away with it. That was an absolutely fantastic experience to get to a final at Wembley. So that was really exciting. And I was busy collecting my Women's Euro stickers. It literally took over my life. And I have lots and lots of doubles. So if there's people out there who want stickers, I am your woman. I have many stickers. And then, of course, preparing for the new football season. So that's been absolutely brilliant. It's been exciting. Got to a few pre-season matches. So really, really, really good. And, of course, the season has now begun. We're into the championship.
Yes, it has. That's exciting. And I actually got a season ticket this season for Man City women. Woohoo! Which is really exciting.
What is it? Just that, you don't have to say if you don't want to, but what does a women's season ticket cost?
Oh, £58. That's
really?
it.
That's amazing. That's brilliant. So you've got your set seat.
It makes a big difference.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, set seat. Set seat. I didn't join any cup schemes because I'm too busy. But I've just got my set seat. Every home game, £58. And look, see, I went Hollywood. Sorry, that was my favourite comment, so I just left it up there.
Did you go to Hollywood?
I am Hollywood. No, it's not bad. And then it's £60 something to sit in the hooligan area.
What does that
But
mean?
it's just where all the loud people sit. But
Okay.
it makes a big difference to my men's season ticket, which is 870
It's
something, I think.
insane. What kind
Yeah.
of turnout do you get at the women's game? I've got a feeling it will change this year, but generally
Yeah, I
what?
think baby's waving at me. Everyone's gonna think I'm waving at no one, but Rich's little baby's there. Yeah. Put her on the screen. She's so cute.
Samara, don't get distracted by the baby.
I am. So yeah, it's not bad. You get your set people, you have the drums,
Yeah.
you have your set hardcore group of fans that go to away matches and everything like that.
Mm.
But it's generally quite quiet, but it's not a bad turnout. I think it's easy for people to get to because it's at City Academy as well.
How
So
far is that
especially for people
from
in
the Etihad?
Manchester, literally you've got the Etihad and it's literally a 1 minute walk, if that.
Oh, okay.
It's
That makes
literally
such a
across the
difference
road.
because it means people don't have to go out, kind of change their routine from going to the City game. So that's really good that it's there. And apparently, is City one of the ones that are sold out of their season tickets?
Exciting.
Brilliant.
I think
Yeah.
we'll see a change this season. Woo, thanks for the
So I think, did you say that's Daniel? He said, yeah, wish that Palace women would get season tickets sorted. That would be awesome. I reckon as long as this season goes well for Palace women, that they will possibly do that next season. I think they're so Palace women, just for the record, have gone through loads of changes. They've got a completely new squad. I think there's just two existing players from last year. Oh, I'm echoing, sorry. And they're now owned fully by Crystal Palace Football Club. So they are very much part of the entire club, which is amazing because it means that they have now got access to the resources that the men's club has access to. So we've already seen a lot more social media, a lot more presence of the women's team. And the women's team were at Selhurst Park on Saturday, which was brilliant. They did a meet and greet. They were on the stage in the fan zone. They came on at halftime. So it was brilliant to see the women's team having some presence, which we've not seen at Palace properly before. And yesterday we had... Did you go to the game yesterday, Samara?
No. I did not. My mum did, though.
Oh, did she? What did she say?
She's a seasoned traveller. She's a seasoned traveller.
Where was it?
What game are we talking about?
So yesterday you had City women.
City women? Oh, no. I didn't think it was that one.
You're disgusting.
I thought you were about to... I thought Grandma was about to banter me about Man City, but she didn't.
No, I was just going to ask what it was like yesterday.
Look at Richie's
God. Grandma.
No.
Can people hear this abuse? Grandma.
No, she didn't.
This isn't going to bode well for the rest of the season, Samara.
It was
Grandma is not going to be happy. I'm going to have to get Uncle on to tell you off.
Yeah, Man City women were absolutely tragic last night. It was disgusting. They were awful.
What would you put that down to?
I think it's too many changes. So we've lost Stanway has gone to Bayern Munich. Lucy Bronze has gone to Barcelona. Barcelona are now interested in taking Kira Walsh off us, and I think if that happens, we will really, really be in trouble. And obviously we've lost Caroline Weir, who actually scored the winner last night. Brilliant. Right. And we've lost Jill Scott as well.
They won, but you just weren't impressed with.
And now we've lost Ellen White as well. So I think we've lost a lot of key players. Like, if people don't really watch women's football, I would liken that to like Man City men's team losing De Bruyne, Haaland, Bernardo, and Ruben Diaz all in one transfer window. It's just I don't know why it's happened. Imagine. I'd actually cry. But imagine, like, it's just I don't understand why though. It seems to be a really good close-knit team. I don't know if the pull of Europe is a lot now for women.
Well, they've been on the international stage, haven't they? They've been scouted and seen in the game internationally, the women's game. is bigger in Europe. So,
and we saw that last night with the way they played against Real Madrid. They couldn't get close to them.
right.
And even though they're one of the better teams in the WSL, against the top competition, I don't think they're anywhere near close. I don't think they're anywhere near ready.
Well, when does the Super League start? Next week?
The 10th of September.
September, isn't it? So they've got a couple of weeks
We
still.
start
so
with Arsenal.
Oh my goodness, and Arsenal. I mean, Arsenal are up there. So,
yeah.
Well, they've got a couple of weeks to put some of these things right. Is it likely, we've kind of dived straight in, are they likely to have any signings? Are there signings on the horizon, or is that it?
We have made a few signings, but I don't think we're not looking at anyone else, I don't think, it's actually quite worrying, especially if we lose Walsh. We can't lose her. But then I can see...
And the likelihood of her going, do you think she will?
Well, if you're not on women's football TikTok, Lucy Bronze and Kira Walsh are in a relationship. Well, grandma wouldn't be, but here we are. Lucy Bronze and Kira Walsh are rumoured to be in a relationship. It's obviously true, but it's very low key.
Yeah.
And I don't see why she wouldn't go. If Lucy Bronze is already over there, she's being offered more money. It's a bigger stage.
Yeah.
It makes sense. But I hope she doesn't, because I don't think we would come back from that very well.
Yeah.
Because we are now out of the Champions League, which is just not great.
Yes. Well, so we will see. In our future shows, we will of course be talking about Champions League and the Super League. But of course the Championship has opened this week, and we've seen lots of action, very exciting. I was lucky enough to be at the Palace Women's away game yesterday, which was incidentally fantastic. So what I was saying is Palace have had huge changes, and actually exciting changes. So some fantastic players brought in. Some have come from Super League, others from rival teams, which has been awesome. They did indeed. Palace won. But yeah, I was actually quite nervous for that game. It was an away game playing the London City Lionesses in Dartford. So my main concerns were, first of all, from a fan perspective, that fans might not travel. Not that it was particularly far, but it's a good 45 minutes from South London. For most of the fans would have travelled around that time at least by car. So I was concerned that maybe people wouldn't turn up, but not overly, because it was an away game. And my other concern was that it is practically a completely brand new squad, and realistically, there's not a huge amount of time in the summer break to get that squad working together and being a team. But they were absolutely fantastic. They started off, I was a bit worried. I don't know what others thought that were there. I know I know Daniel was there, who's commenting now. The initial maybe 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, I kind of thought, I thought the Lionesses might actually, I thought they might actually make it. Not make it. I thought they might win. I thought they looked a bit stronger. But actually, once the Palace women found their stride, they were brilliant. And the goal by Sibley was absolutely fantastic. She's definitely one to watch from in the Championship. And I really, really hope that Palace really kind of carry on this upwards trajectory. What a fancy word that is. I was going to say upward spiral, but that's a complete wrong word. You can't have an upward spiral. Can you have an upward spiral? I don't know. Maybe you can. But I really see them as contenders. I think they can do it. I would love to see Palace in the Super League. So it was a great game.
And Man City will go down.
City will go down and we'll go up. What I was going to say was how awesome to see the turnout of Palace fans was brilliant.
Yes.
There were, we completely outnumbered the City Lionesses fans, and it was great. There were songs, we bought a bit of Selhurst Park to Dartford, Prince's Park, I think it was called, up there. It was brilliant, fantastic, and they won 1-0. So a fantastic opener. I was really, really excited to be there, and it was great to see such a lovely community. Yes, of course, Rich. It was such a lovely community, lovely group of Palace fans, and all the banners and flags that were up was just brilliant. We even swapped ends. We were behind the goal. And then when we swapped ends, we swapped ends as well. That's the lovely thing about women's games, that you can move around the ground.
Nice, cool. I like that.
Yeah, so it was really good. Really, really good. Yes, absolutely. It was exactly that. It was a nervy start, so I was really, really nervous for that beginning. So, shall we move on to the results?
Yes.
Also,
speaking about Jack Grealish, I saw a TikTok before of Alan Sugar firing somebody because, and it was like Pep Guardiola. Did you see it? When Jack Grealish walks up and this guy started moving, and I can't remember what he said, but it was Alan Sugar. It was brilliant. I missed that guy. He's played. If he'd have been on yesterday, we'd have won.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
Right, let's do it. Let's do
Have
the
you got
results.
a list, or shall I pull up a list?
I've got screenshots.
Look at you. Can I just say, I'm quite proud of this, because this will probably be the only time this whole season this has happened. This will happen, because I have to say I'm doing dismally in FPL. I don't know what's gone wrong. Last year I was flying high. This year I'm just somewhere languishing at the bottom. There's a predictions league for the championship, women's championship, and I am top of the league. Top of the league. Week 1, top of the league. Probably the only time in the year I'll be up like there. But yeah.
Where are you in fantasy team? You are.
For some reason, I haven't joined the eagle-eyed one. Oh yeah, I'm doing really badly on your one.
So I'm 17th in eagle-eyed.
I need the link, Rich. I need the link. Can I have the invite for the eagle-eye? I know I'm behind now, but I'm gonna catch up, surpass, and take over. Being last.
Right. Are you ready?
Yes, let's go.
Saturday, the 20th of August, was the first game in the Women's Championship, and it was Southampton versus Charlton. Charlton won 2-0, goals from Emily Simpkins with a penalty and Melissa Johnson. So that kicked us all off. And it's really good to be back. It's really good. I just wish we didn't have to wait so long for the WSL, but here we are.
Yeah, it's been nice. Also, there's been quite a bit of excitement as well, hasn't there? It's been I've seen a lot of tweeting.
I feel a bit of a buzz this season.
Yeah.
And I hope it carries on.
That's the only thing.
And it keeps growing.
And that's what we're going to make sure is going to happen, Samara.
Yes, we are. And on August I don't know why I said it on Sunday, yesterday, it was Durham versus Sunderland. Right, here we go. Here's pronunciation central. Saoirse, it is, I think. Saoirse Noonan. It is. It's, yeah. Saoirse.
If in doubt, just
Noonan
sound really confident with it.
In the 10th minute, and then to equalise for Sunderland women, Brianna Westrup in the 18th minute. So that seemed like a pretty even game. Both goals before half-time. Finished 1-1. And then Crystal Palace and London City Lionesses. Obviously, we've just spoke about it. Crystal Palace won 1-0 with a goal from Sibley in the 50th minute.
Yay!
Exciting. Blackburn Rovers played Sheffield United, and Blackburn Rovers won 1-0. Goal from Saffron Jordan in the 3rd minute of extra time at the end of the first half. Mm-hmm. Coventry got beat 1-0 by Bristol City. Jessica Woolley with the goal in the 48th minute. And the last game in the Women's Championship was Birmingham City and Loose Women. Sounds like loose women.
I'll just let you have your moment. I'll let you have your moment.
That was funny to me, and no one laughed.
I'm sure people watching may have thought that was hilarious.
Please, someone comment and be like, no, brilliant. So that finished 0-0. Please, women, no.
Oh, dear.
And that finished 0-0. So if we look at tables, do you want to do tables?
Oh, let me pull the table up. You'll have to entertain everyone while I get the table up. Do some like interpretive
Blues.
dance.
Women.
Oh, what? Are we expected to be able to see that?
Samara's in
Can you not
pajamas.
see the glasses? What is this?
Samara's in
Oh,
pajamas.
these are that's, I'm right. Yeah, I'm low. Why are we showing that
Pep
table?
talk.
That's not, we don't want to be
By
advertising.
the way, it was Maria who named my team Pep Talk.
And I was quite proud of that, don't you think?
It was
Pep Talk.
It was better than last season.
Anyone?
Last season it was 2.5 Mendy. 2.5 Mendy because I thought it was
I've seen
hilarious.
some hilarious ones this year. But I thought I was really proud of Pep Talk. It's so good. So good. I really should be pulling up the table, but instead I'm talking.
If everyone could see Rich's reactions to half of this stuff, he just makes it. He's comedy gold.
So, would you like to hear the standings at the end of week 1?
Yes.
I'm going to start from the bottom.
Oh,
because the only way is up. The only way is
baby.
You know that song. It's not a grandma song, you know, from the 90s.
It's from The Only Way is Essex.
No, it's not. It's from. I mean, it might be in The Only Way is Essex. That's not what it's from. That's
it's
not
the
what
theme
it's from.
tune.
Is it? I've never watched it, so.
Great program.
Anyway, so at the bottom, number 12 is Southampton with no points. Number 11, we've got Sheffield United, again, no points. London City Lionesses, no points, never mind. No, sorry, I'm going to be unbiased in this. No, I'm not. I'm not at all. And number 9 and 9th, why am I saying number 9? What's wrong with me? 9th,
number 9,
0 points is Coventry. So they're the 0 pointers at the bottom there. Then we've got
just like Man United. Sorry.
Just like Man United. Oh dear, they read that. That's we can talk a little about that later. 8 is, I don't know how you say, is it Lewis or lose? Someone help me out.
Lose women.
Oh God. Anyway, let's move on from that.
It's really funny. Rich knows how to say it. I know he does. Come and tell us.
Where is it? I can just see an arm. 7th is Birmingham City. 6th is Sunderland. 5th is Durham. 4th with 3 points. All of those, by the way, have got 1 point. I'm not doing a very good job, am I? 4th with 3 points. Well, actually, these are all joint first. We have got Crystal Palace women, Bristol City women, Blackburn ladies, and Charlton Athletic women, all at the top with 3 points. 3 whole points. A lot of exactly. Glazers out indeed.
I think realist, I think you're gonna win. I've got my spidey senses are tingling. I think it's time.
Your spidey senses are wrong. They're not.
You're either gonna win or get absolutely done over about 6-0. But here we are.
So your prediction is they might win, but they might not. That's really good, Samara. You're really good at this. I actually think they might draw. I think it's going to be like it's just going to be a complete dampener. Everyone's got all wound up about it, and it'll be like, even worse, it's going to be 0-0.
No chance.
The most exciting thing will be some fan nicking the corner flag again and where it ends up like last year. I do wonder what happened to that corner flag. But yeah.
If anybody knows, if we win, fans will get distracted from the main aim.
Yeah, of course. They'll be like, I'll forget all our protests. We're just happy we've got a point. Oh, well, 3 points if they win.
Realist. Oh, yes. Because you need to watch tonight, guys. Because tonight's the night where they're going to try and hold up the game, aren't they? I should have told my friend that. She just got offered free tickets. And she's never been to a football game, really.
She got offered free tickets?
I was like...
tonight. My uncle's actually going. He's got some super duper hospitality season ticket, so he'll be there.
Why would you want hospitality there? Yeah.
Sitting under the hole.
I would refuse. Yes.
But anyway, let's move on from our biases about the Man United.
The Women's Northern Premier kicked off, but obviously if you were here with us last season, you know that you can't get goal scorers or updates or anything. You just get your final result. So
You can't
AFC
even
Foul
get the
Women,
championship ones on like some of the
you can get
sites.
on Sky Sports.
On
Scores.
BBC, you can't. I was quite
Come on,
frustrated. I was
Grandma.
clicking. Well, BBC, I'm a grandma. I listen to football games. I don't even watch
On the
them.
radio.
What is Sky? What's that? I listen on the wireless. We gather round the wireless. We'll be doing that later.
I can't. Yes, AFC Fylde and Brighouse Town was 0-0. Boldmere St Michael and Huddersfield Town. Oh, Huddersfield Town, actually, this was one I was excited about, and this is why we need to get more updates about the Women's Northern Premier, because Huddersfield Town absolutely battered Boldmere St Michael 7-1.
Oh, nice.
Absolutely battered them.
Nice.
Derby County lost 3-2 to Burnley. That's amazing. I love this because it's the best thing to ever happen.
Wow.
It's great. Honestly, this is great. The worse they get, the better I feel. But it's the other way around in the WSL because I think United are going to absolutely.
Well, you see, that's why you
Yeah.
need to be kind so that you bring kindness into City Women's.
vibes.
Yeah, you need to surround yourself with kindness.
And also, while I'm on this rant, can we talk about the snake that is Nikita Paris? Snake.
Go on.
She can't.
Say what you feel.
She used to play for City. She used to play for City. Then she went to Lyon, was rubbish. And then she went to Arsenal, wasn't great. And now she's gone to United. She snaked us out. The little snake, sneaky snake. She did a Tevez, but the reverse. I do hope she plays well, though. She is due a good season. She's not.
Yeah.
And I was gutted for her that she wasn't in Serena's master plan. Because obviously, if you didn't watch the Euros, Serena plays with one team, one starting 11, and
You're
she
not in that
only
starting
brings on the
11.
same substitute.
That's it.
Yeah, she only brings on the same substitutes as well, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So Alex Greenwood, Chloe Kelly, Alessia Russo, Ella. I don't know what I was about to say then. Ella Toon. She only brings on the same substitutes as well. So I was a bit good. These comments.
Wow. Well, there's some real hate going on. To you lot.
She's at Man City now. And so I'm not bothered about that. It's so true. There's a lot of snakes. There's a lot of snakes.
Talking opposites here.
A lot of snakes in the grass here.
You'll see 3 points. Oh dear! Come on, let's keep going. Let's keep going with our scores.
Something to be proud of. Sorry. Okay. Liverpool Feds, great name. Drew 1-1 to Wolverhampton. West Brom lost 6-0 to Nottingham Forest. Why can we not see these games? 6-0. And Loughborough Lightning.
West Brom was that? I went to West Brom's. I'll bring this up later. Actually, remind me. West Brom. Okay. West Brom and Aston Villa. It's very important we talk about them in a bit. Go on.
And Loughborough Lightning lost 3-0 to Stoke City. So that leaves. We'll do the Southern Premier, then we'll do both tables.
Yeah.
I just hope we managed to hold on to our best players. Really got to invest now. Yeah.
United, it's really important because otherwise we're just.
United women's team are very. United women's team are very new, or very good. And it pains me to say.
Does he?
Wow. This is a joke. This is
kind of joke going on here. This will unravel over time.
I'm so confused. I feel like Rich was involved in that joke. Women's Southern Premier, London Bees built Billericay Town. Just look at this comment.
This is getting worse.
Oh. Hey, guys, try to be serious here.
I know. So bad.
Yes, London Bees built Billericay Town. They built Billericay Town. They
Did
did.
they?
They beat Billericay Town
Because
2-1.
women are
Plymouth
strong
Argyle.
and resilient.
Yeah, women are strong. Plymouth Argyle lost 3-1 to Cheltenham Town. MK Dons smashed Crawley Wasps 6-1.
Ooh.
Portsmouth beat Ipswich Town 3-0. Oxford
Mhm.
United beat Bridgewater United 2-0. And Watford beat Gillingham 3-2. So that was really exciting, and it's a shame we don't get to see more of the Northern and Southern Premier.
Yeah.
Also, my friend Lily plays for Blackpool, who play in the. I'm gonna Instagram it. Get the tables up while I Instagram because I could never remember what league they play in.
What's this? What are you trying to find?
Blackpool FC ladies play in the Northwest Women's Regional League, Division 1. My friend Lily plays for them, and they won 5-1, and she scored a goal.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, could we get her on the show?
Yeah, maybe.
Mm.
Yeah, because Blackpool ladies obviously are in a very, very low down division, but I think that's pretty epic.
Yeah.
And they work hard.
Sounds good.
So well done to Blackpool.
Well done. Well done.
I shouldn't be saying that in Preston, should I really? But are we ready with the tables?
Let's go.
Oh, am I doing it?
Oh.
Or are you doing it?
I'm not doing it. You can do it because I can't find them. Those ones aren't on my thing. Sorry. I'm being.
So
hang on. No. Maybe I have got them. No, go on. Do the first one, and I'll see if I can find the next one.
It's just not good enough. So the Women's Northern Premier, we've got Huddersfield Town and Nottingham Forest are joint top of the no, they're not. And Stoke and Burnley are joint top of the table. Then we've got Liverpool Feds in 5th, Wolverhampton 6th, AFC Fylde, Brighouse Town, Derby County, Loughborough Lightning, Boldmere St Michael, and West Brom down in 12th.
Cool. And I've got the Southern Premier. So we have got Crawley Wasps at the bottom, along with Ipswich Town, Bridgewater United, Plymouth Argyle, Billericay Argyle, and Billericay Town and Gillingham Women.
The Argyle.
All at, I know I was getting excited by the Argyles. They're all at the bottom with no points. Then we've got the London Bees, Watford Women, Oxford Women, Cheltenham Town, Portsmouth Women, and NK Dons, all with 3 points. So
they've not been a bad first week.
No,
and
there's also it's
one
not
full of goals.
Yeah,
this is exciting.
It's a good start to the season, actually. So they've all got something to play for still. I mean, it is only the first week. After Palace,
this is very exciting.
After Palace played Charlton, I'm hoping to get Frida AEC on the chat. Oh, really? Oh, look at, you can just see Rich in the bottom there, just like going, yeah, that'll be really cool, Rich. Really cool.
That would be epic, and that would be so exciting. Fingers crossed.
Yes. Do get in touch with us, guys. Do get in touch with us about all this stuff. Let's just quickly going through the comments. I think they've all gone up.
What else? Oh, we need to talk about. I need to scroll up on our chat because I should have screenshotted it. Every week we're going to do our player to watch this season, but we're going to do one a week. And we're going to start with Bobby's. Woohoo, Bobby! Boop. And he has said Lena Hurtig because the front three. He supports Arsenal, by the way. I know. It's a shame. The front three of Blackstenius, Mead, and Hurtig will make Arsenal's attack so hard to predict, which is so true. The players they have, it's ridiculous. And then you've got Miedemar just behind those three. But he does think that the Emma Hayes effect will push Chelsea to the title. I think so too. Absolutely. Yeah. She is just, I think she's amazing. If I could meet one women's football manager, it would be her because she is absolutely incredible. Do you know,
After the Euros final, I was walking next to her along out of Wembley, but she was kind of busy. She was chatting and doing stuff, and I have no issues normally going up to someone and speaking to them, but I think I felt a bit overwhelmed, so I didn't. I just walked.
She's brilliant, isn't she? She is
If you're
strong.
watching, Emma, we want you on the show.
We do. We love you. But please let Man City win.
Well,
thank you.
No.
What else?
Yeah, so that was our one to watch for the week from Bobby. People who are watching, if you've got ones to watch, we would love to feature your ones to watch. So do get in touch. That would be really cool.
This is Brush's one to watch. Hayley Ladd to go from strength to strength. Well, I'd rather she didn't. But yes, she is definitely a one to watch. She is 28, so she is now in her absolute prime. Yeah, United. I think United, unfortunately for me, are the team to watch in the WSL this season.
Above Chelsea, you think they're going to win it?
I don't think they'll win it. They won't win anything. No, I'm joking. I think they could finish. I think they'll get Champions League.
Okay.
I think if City don't strengthen and lose Walsh, we will be mid-table.
Are you planning on getting along to any games other than the City Women's? Have you got any plans to see any others?
I think so, but obviously Ian Wright mentioned this, didn't he, on the back of the Euros, that you can't, to get away tickets for WSL games, you have to like join and be a member of the other teams. So obviously to get tickets for Man City, you have to be a citizen member. So like you would have to, I would have to become
a paid for thing?
I think.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Yeah. I am one because of my season ticket, but like you'd have to become, so I'd have to become like a United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea member to get tickets because obviously you sit all together, don't you? So then, but they don't actually give away allocation, and that needs to change. That's ridiculous.
Oh, that's a bit stupid. Okay, so in the Championship, it's a bit different. You literally just go to the site of the host team and you get your tickets. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's not good. That something needs to happen there. And also, Samara, you'll have to come down and watch Palace Women. So, we have an invite for you there, open invite to come and watch.
It was nice about Man United then. I said they would get Champions League.
You did. You did kind of grimace before you said it.
Now I hope that they don't get anything. Do you know what? My favourite memory was watching Georgia Samaras, and I used to go, "Oh my God, he's got the same name as me," just because his last name is Samara with an S on the end.
That's a Greek name.
They were my memories.
Just saying. Yeah, that's cool.
But he knows. See, I grew up with the pain, and now the pain actually was painful yesterday, but the pain is not as much. So I am going to thoroughly enjoy.
It will be all right, Samara. It will get better. It will get better. You'll be fine.
City Women have to get better.
They will get
apart from Ellie Roebuck, they were absolutely terrible.
So what have we? I'm just having a look at our agenda. Sorry, guys, we're a bit all over the place.
We actually made a list though for tonight.
We did make a list.
And then we got shouted at by our producer because I logged on at like 5:59 p.m., which I thought was 1 minute early, but okay.
This list, I have to say, this is one of the funniest lists I've ever seen. So we had, shall I read this, what you wrote? Not the whole thing.
Do it.
So the point for the current point, really, that we're kind of on, although you've done it throughout the whole show, then I can rant about how shit Man City are. Yeah, that's what you would say. Right, what I was going to say was last week.
West Brom.
Yeah. So last week I had the pleasure of doing a little bit of a football tour around the country. So we went up to watch Palace away at Liverpool, which was great to watch, and we had lots of fun
Uh-huh.
up in
Hope you had a
Liverpool.
great time.
We had a brilliant time, thank you. And we went 1-1. You can't complain either way, really, can you? Well, you can, but anyway. So we then went, you're upsetting Rich. You're upsetting everyone today, Samara. What are you doing?
You did 7 seconds. That's pushing it a bit. It was like
Anyway,
12 at least.
anyway, you can carry on your argument offline. Um, so we went to Birmingham and we did a little tour of some of the stadiums around Birmingham. And we went to West Brom and we went to Aston Villa, amongst others. And it was really fantastic to see. And actually, this was at Liverpool as well. Sorry, I should have mentioned Liverpool as well. What was amazing to see was how the women's kit and women's football was now really prominent in the shop stores and outside the stadium. So there were big posters up. We saw all that. I'm trying not to look at the bottom of the screen, which people who are watching
Rich,
can't see.
the producer is being very
distracting
unprofessional.
us. That's what he's been doing throughout the whole show. So, what was I saying? Yeah. So they all had these brilliant, the women were prominent in throughout the shops, the merchandise, women's top, women's kit. Oh, hello. Women's kit. Stop it. Oh, God. What's going on? All right, just ruined my point. I was going to say how great it was that how teams have embraced the women's game, and you ruined my moment. And I even took pictures, and there's this this is getting worse, isn't it?
Rich ruined your moment.
It ruined my moment. Quite
Rich
upset.
ruined the moment. Maybe
there's the
but that is really good.
Partnerships with DC Comics. So the women have got the Wonder Woman tops, which is really cool. So I thought I really liked that. I was actually quite tempted to get a top, but I didn't really want an Aston Villa or a West Brom top, to be honest. So,
no,
that was that. But it was just really good to see the women's game has really become quite a prominent thing, and people talking about it as well, and proper sections in the stores that you should be apologizing. You've let yourself down, you've let the channel down, you've let us down, and most of all, you have let all of our viewers down. Everyone. I expect a full apology. So it was great to see the women's game in the spotlight in all of the stores. Really, really good. Really good. And happy to say Crystal Palace, who we have criticised a little in the past over their how they handle the women's team, have also done the same. So we also have the women in the store, not the actual women in the stores, that would be ridiculous. But women's kit and the players are up there, and it's great. Really, really good to see. So I've been really this is my moment.
I don't know that song.
This is my perfect moment with you. It was crap. But it's really good to see how teams have really embraced the moment, and hopefully that's going to carry on. That's my concern, I have to say. Have we just got now a month or so of women's football being out there? I've already noticed there's been a bit of a decline in talking about football. It's not women's football. Is it in the media as much? No. Men's season has started.
I know what we can talk about.
Oh.
What did everyone think of Graham Souness? Because this has been, as it was Graham Souness, wasn't it? Before
what was it he said? Remind.
So he was talking about. Well, I don't want to say Liverpool Crystal Palace, but I might not have been. It might be Man United game, and he was talking, commentating, punditry, and he said something about. It was all about contact. He said something about this is the man's game or something. And then I can't remember what she's called. One of the pundits, female pundits, tweeted saying that's disgusting. But then there's been a lot of conversation. There's a lot of women that think it's obviously sexist. You can't be talking like that just after, like, a few weeks after the Euros, blah, 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 blah. But then there are some women that have the view of he was talking, and some men, obviously, women and men, both sides. There are some women and men that have the view of he was talking directly about the man's game. That's what he meant.
Mm.
Obviously, he's come out and apologized, saying he didn't think it would be took in that context, which I don't know. But
It's hard, isn't it? I think.
Yeah, because technically he was talking about men because that it
Yeah.
was the man's game.
What was the
But
context?
it's
Remind me,
like,
because I do remember this. I heard
let's
this,
just,
but I can't
I'm
recall what
Googling it.
exactly it was that he said. I think we've got to be a
I'm
bit careful
Googling it.
now. Because I don't know. It's quite a difficult thing because I think people have got used to talking about football as a man's
On the
game.
Guardian, the headline is Graham Souness's careless comments meant his point got lost in translation. And I think that's what you're saying. You've got to be more careful because it was a careless comment.
Yeah.
But because it was not thought about, it then got lost in translation.
Yeah. And I think we don't want to have this, you know what, you can
here
grab
we
a
go.
soundbite.
It was Chelsea Spurs. Oh, and it was the Conte and Thomas Tuchel moment where they had the heads like clashing heads, and that's when he said, "Oh, this is like where he doesn't even he's not even got the comment. That's rude. That's a rubbish article." And he basically said that, "Oh, that's the man. Like that's what makes it a man's game. That's the man's game."
Yeah.
And I think that article's right. It was a careless comment that then ends up lost in translation because he might have meant typical male reaction to things.
Yeah.
But I just think we've got to be a lot more careful about what we say, especially when we're trying to build and build and build and build.
Yeah.
The fact that, yes, there is women's football, there is men's football. Yes, there is. But also that they're both playing football.
Yeah. It's difficult, isn't it? Because we don't want people to be sort of walking on eggshells over what they say and worrying that they're always going to offend. But, you know, professional pundits and people who are in the
You just
media.
don't need to say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or think carefully, you know, what word am I going to how am I going to make sure this isn't taken the wrong way? How can I say it and get my point across without actually sounding, I don't know, whatever, sexist or whatever it is. And I think that's going to be hard, and it's going to take a lot of time for people who've got used to talking about the men's game, and that's how it's seen. And you know, it's going to take a big shift to get there, I think. And these mistakes and these throwaway comments will continue. And I think people need to be called out. I think we need to think about the way that they're called out as well, though. So I think we need to allow
100%.
that. There are, of course, mistakes. We want people to think about why they've been called out and not be like, oh, I better apologize just for the sake of apologizing. But really, I think what I thought. So it's a really tricky situation, I think. But yeah, professionally, you've got to think about what you're saying and how you're expressing yourself.
I think he's the kind of person that maybe, obviously I'm not making excuses, but he won't have the thought to think before he says it. He'll just...
Yeah, we've got to think about, you know, there's a bit of a generational thing here. And I think different generations have got a different way of expressing themselves and the language that they use. And that doesn't mean, that's not an excuse at all. But I think it's something that we have to be aware of. If we're going to call that out, we need to call it out in a civil way, really. We need to be like, right, okay, this isn't right because of X, Y, and Z, rather than you're a blah, 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 blah. So we don't want to be chucking accusations.
I think that's the problem. People go to cancel people really can't. Dinosaur.
Yeah, well,
People
yeah.
go to cancel people really, really, really quickly.
Yeah.
And if people who are watching ever hear someone say something, there's no point in having to go at someone because they'll just apologize because they'll be like, this is a horrible situation.
Hmm.
You can explain it in a respectful and a relaxed way.
Open a debate, open a dialogue. What did he, what did he mean? What did you mean? Where does it go?
Yeah.
Where did it come from? What were you referring to? And I think that's a lot more useful than just, no, you can't say that, because then actually that gets people's backs up as well, doesn't it? And they start going, oh, we can't say anything, cancel culture, blah, blah, blah. And so you end up with this kind of friction, and it's not nice. It's not good.
No.
We want people to be, for want of a better word, be educated in what's going on and why we are speaking the way we are.
Oh.
So it's very, very important.
I've done nothing today and I'm still tired.
Maybe it's quite tiring doing nothing though. Well, I was going to say, thank you, Rich.
Love you, Uncle.
He's going to take that back now.
We did our predictions of the WSL, didn't we? When we did that thing, but I can't remember what I said. So I'm going to try and find it.
Oh,
do you remember?
Actually, Rich, we did predictions on the Women's Euros. Did we ever go back on those? Did you win? No way. I mean, it's probably my fault we never reviewed them, because I think we were going to do a show and we didn't. So I apologise. But
did I not take a picture? I'm sure.
Well, maybe next week, shall we do predictions for the season?
Let's do it.
The leagues.
Let's do it.
I'm predicting that Palace are going to win the championship. Yay! Exactly. Why are you looking at me like that? What's the championship got to do with you? What's it got to do with you? Why are you so offended? Nothing to do with you. You're up there.
Like me with tonight's game.
You're up there.
Like me with tonight's game, a bottom of the table clash to do with me.
What's it got to do with you? Why are you bothered? Why are you bothered?
Because Man City will be in the Women's Championship if they don't sort themselves out.
Well, there you go.
It was genuinely that bad. They were just, it's not good.
Maybe they were just having an off day. I don't even know why I'm defending them. I'm just being like, maybe they were having an off day. But I'll tell you what, you were saying there were lots of changes. Palace women, a completely new squad, and they managed to win.
Great, thanks. But it's just, I don't know if it's a managerial thing, but...
Is it the same manager as before?
None of the players... Their manager, Gareth Taylor. Why do I feel like I've just said them? But I haven't.
But he was their manager last year, right?
Yeah. But why don't I call him Gavin?
Let's just call him Gav.
I'm bad at names. Gav. I'm bad at names, but he's not. He's called Gareth, and now why would I not know? Why am I questioning myself? He is called Gareth. Why have I called it? Here he is. Gareth.
Oh, Gareth Taylor. The lovely Gareth.
Why do I want to call him Gavin?
So if you were going to give Gareth 2 bits of advice for the season to stop your team being relegated, what would you say?
It's true, though. I would say don't sell Kayla Walsh. And pray.
Great. Well, I just think it's going to be fantastic then.
We've lost core play. We've lost. You can cope if you lose one.
They can rebuild, Samara. It will be okay. They can rebuild. They just need to find their stride. It'll be fine.
And it's just like they've been in the Champions League semi-finals, but then we've been knocked out already this season. It's just like
it's a shame.
Great, but it doesn't seem to be disharmony within the group. Like none at all. And the players that leave seem very like.
Are the players that he's being replaced? Are they getting replaced?
Yeah, the players.
The key players.
Yeah, we've bought a few players, but we bought Vicky Losada, who's going to bring a lot of experience. But she's been brought in more for experience. And we have brought in a few players who do know each other quite well. A few of them like are Spanish, so they get on really well. But I think losing Bronze, Stanway, We're
Yeah, they're big names to lose as well.
They are big, big names to lose all in one go.
Mm,
But it was nice to see Georgia Stanley with Lena McGull, who, if you
yeah.
watch the Euros,
Yeah.
was she's brilliant. And
Mm.
their friendship is amazing. I thought it was really, really nice to see. And she's been welcomed with open arms at Bayern Munich.
Mm. I tell you what was lovely to see. The whole England women's team, they gelled so brilliantly. They really were a
Amazing.
team. And I think
Because there could be,
that's often missing from national sides because they're people, they're
yeah,
brought together, they don't play together normally. So it was just brilliant to see how well they were managed. I think
yeah.
Serena gave us a lesson in how to manage a national
Oh,
side.
100%.
Absolutely.
And it
So
could be
maybe she should go
difficult.
and have a word with old Gareth. Have a word.
Both Gareths,
A different Gareth. The other Gareth.
both Gareths she needs to have a word with. But
What does
I
that
think it was
mean? What
interesting as well because I didn't like at first I didn't like the way she was doing it. I didn't like the fact that she had her starting 11 and her substitutes because I was like, you've got all these other players, and I was
yeah.
like, it's just a bit crappy, really. Like I don't like that.
Mm.
When you know that you're through, you should be rotating, but actually, fair play to her.
Mm. It
Oh,
worked.
I also hope Lucy Bronze was phenomenal in the women's Euros. But also, can we just say how she was one of the first people to point out the fact that Kira Walsh did not get a Ballon d'Or nomination, which she should have done, which was
Mm.
ridiculous. Don't know what they've been watching, but
Mm.
she was phenomenal in the Euros. She's brilliant. I think she is. The first. Yeah, I think she is. But I think she'll be amazing, and I think it's really exciting that we're seeing our lionesses now being pushed
Yeah.
to the worldwide stage really now, aren't
And
they?
that's what they needed. That's why the Euros was so brilliant for them.
100%. Because I think as well people will watch it and they'll recognise then if they've watched the Euros, they'll recognise like Lena McGull if they watch Bayern
Yeah.
Munich and they'll be like, oh, she was in the Euros and she was in the Euros, and it
Yeah.
hopefully will create a more solid interest.
Yeah.
Hopefully. So I hope it doesn't die down. I hope it's not just like a bandwagon thing.
Mm. Hopefully. I mean, there's been a bit of investment being pushed into things here and there. I'll tell you what, I had a lovely phone. We can end on this today. Some good news, a nice phone call. So I had a phone call today from a Crystal Palace supporter that I know really well. And this year, she got a season ticket for herself. She'd been a season ticket in the past, but as women, we know that family and those kind of commitments get in the way. So she'd gone back to being a season ticket holder, and she had also got a season ticket for her granddaughter, who's a big Crystal Palace fan. Now she's been really inspired by women's football, by the Euros and so on, and is going off to start training, doing football, girls' football locally. So I think this little girl, she's under 10, she's really young. And the phone call was asking me if I could send them. She couldn't find all the women's fixtures on the website. So she was asking if I could send her the women's fixtures for Crystal Palace because her granddaughter wants to go to all the games. So I just thought that was a lovely, lovely story. And, I don't think that would have happened if it wasn't for the Euros. And also, as we said before, like Crystal Palace and all the other teams really pushing the women's game that little bit more this year. So I'm really looking forward to seeing bigger crowds at the stadiums. Yeah, yeah, they'll do that. They'll definitely do that. Bigger crowds at the stadiums, and just generally a bigger buzz about the women's game and seeing the women again playing the WC. Playing, sorry, I was thinking WC wasn't toilet. I don't know why. WC.
That was a proper grandma moment. Oh
Yeah,
my
it was. I
God.
was like, oh, I need the loo.
Rush
Can't
can't
wait
wait
to
to go
get
to
the
WC.
But yeah, I hope to see some bigger crowds and loads more excitement, and the teams really, really pushing pushing
I know
women's
this has nothing to do with women's football, but Ronaldo and Maguire have been dropped from the starting 11 for tonight.
Oh, what a show. Well, that's not a surprise, is it?
They might
Is
win.
it?
I told you they're going to win. They're going to win. They've dropped him. They've dropped the fridge. They're going to win.
Oh,
They're going to win.
dear. Right. So I think that brings us.
That is
to,
a great story. I love that story.
I think that's already starting. I think it had actually started probably before the women's Euros. There are more girls playing football, and I know we've heard a lot of stories about a lack of investment and all of that stuff. But I think it really is up to us as fans and as people who have a platform on channels to talk about women's football just as we talk about men's football. And also, there was a lot of stuff. There was a lot of criticism during the women's Euros about how people don't criticise the women's teams as much as they would the men's.
Yeah.
That is not true. I think they do, and I think we're a bit selective in the way that people were. There was a lot of negativity around the Euros and how it was presented, and I think people were picking and choosing what they were listening to and what they were hearing. Now, as a fan, yesterday at the women's match, I can assure everyone there was just as much abuse, not in a horrible way, but comments chucked at the players and at the referee at that women's game as there would be at a men's game. There really was. And I just think we need the media, people online, all the usual, the keyboard warriors out there need to stop just picking up stupid little things and who's that aimed at, Rich? We don't know who you're talking to. All of us? One of us? One of us.
I am defo coming on if United win. I'll be like, jokes, obviously.
I might jump on that if I'm away.
Also, Bush, like, if you feel really sad, you just need to watch this back and it'll make you happy.
Oh, that's so. Just watch. Yeah. Just think of
that.
that.
It can't get any worse. It can't.
We should do like a reimagined universe where we have a parallel podcast stream going on where actually Man United were relegated and how the world has changed. That would be so cool. A reimagined world.
Ronaldo cutting about a Preston North End.
Well, there you go.
Please. Well, I said that Sheikh Mansour was going to buy Manchester United, destroy it, get rid of the players that he doesn't want, keep the ones that he does, and just make them like never exist.
So you're savage today. Did you see the whole thing? Right, this really will be the last thing. Elon Musk last week.
You buy United.
He was going to buy Man United, and everyone got really excited, and then it was like, no, that's a joke. Yeah, he's been very clever there, Rich has. Very clever. Right, so I think this has brought us nicely
to a close. I don't know why
nicely to the end of the show. We will be covering stuff every week. We'll be covering the women's leagues every show, every week, every show, every week. You know what I'm trying to say. And of course, discussing all the big issues around women's football. We would love for you all to share, subscribe, like, tweet, retweet. I don't know. I can't think of any other words. Regram.
Oh, yeah, we have our own Twitter now.
Oh, yeah, we do. We do. And if you want to catch any of our old shows, where we're probably a bit more organised, take a look at Rich's channel. No, sorry.
Rich is like, no. This is the most organised we've ever been.
Oh, is it?
We should make a TikTok. I'm going to make a TikTok.
What's it going to be?
Women's Football Review TikTok. We need to make an account. And we can do that one that United Women did where they're like, I'm passing the phone to the person that talks the most. And then you pretend to pass the phone.
Oh, yeah, everyone. Yeah, all the chat.
Rich is like, no.
No. It's been done to death. Okay.
Guys,
we need to start a new
back me
TikTok
up.
trend.
Well, we'll find our own, but I think we should make a TikTok.
Okay. We can pass the
Thank you,
glasses on to the
producer.
next grandma.
She can't see now. She's
Can't see a
lost her
thing when I
glasses.
take, because I've had them on. I literally can't see a thing. You could be saying anything, and I'd be like, I don't know what's going on. You could be insults and all sorts being chucked at me, but you know, what can I say? When you're a grandma, that's what happens. And just for the record, I'm not a grandma. In case everyone out there's going, is she a grandmother? I didn't know that. No, I'm not. Just saying.
She's 60 next year.
She's so cruel. You're so not. There's
I
anything
just
wrong
love
with being
Richie's
60.
face.
You what?
There is nothing wrong with being 60.
No, it's a perfectly respectable age, as is any age above and below it. And on that note, I think we're going to say goodbye. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in.
Bye.
Bye.
Do I squeeze everyone?